What's good, y'all? True 2106 here. I got this. I've been seeing this all over Facebook. The truck driver who got 110 years for faulty brakes. It's my reaction to that. So I'm gonna play the video all the way through and then give my reaction at the end. I should say. Let's go.
An appeal is now planned for the truck driver sentenced to 110 years in prison in a Colorado accident that killed 4 people. Rahel Aguilera Medeiros was sentenced on Monday in Jefferson County District Court. You see, that horrific wreck was on I-70 near Colorado Springs Mall. That was April of 2019. Our Rick Salinger has covered the trucker's case since that day and has new information right now. Rick?
Well, Jim, James Cogan, the attorney for the truck driver, says there will be an appeal, but it won't be based on that mandatory 110-year sentence. Instead, it'll be on any errors that might have occurred during the trial. But still, that sentence is raising more than just eyebrows. For those who drive the big rigs, what happened in Colorado this week is startling. 110 years in prison for Rahel Aguilera Medeiros in the fiery 2019 crash that occurred after losing his brakes.
It's unbelievable, honestly, because it could happen anytime, anywhere. And if the brakes fail, the brakes fail. It's a malfunction.
4 people were killed. The truck driver convicted of vehicular homicide, assault, and recklessness, bypassing a runaway truck ramp and swerving in the stopped traffic on I-70.
I'm begging for forgiveness.
His attorney told CBS 4 there will be an appeal. An online petition on change.org has around 2 million signatures now calling for clemency or commutation of the sentence. The governor addressed that.
We review all clemency applications. We've yet to receive one from the individual.
Some, but not all, the victims of the crash settled lawsuits against the trucking company involved, but it has since gone out of business. The truck driver now left to bear the brunt of what happened.
The loss of life is sad regardless, but 110 years, that seems a bit much.
Truckers like him who pass by on I-70 may not notice, but there's a small memorial to this very major crash. The attorney for the truck driver says the law does not differentiate between negligent acts and someone who might commit a mass shooting, and so they have no choice with that sentence. Live along I-70, Rick Salinger, covering Colorado First.
Did you know that?
Damn. So, a second ago, my co-host told me I keep forgetting about her. I keep asking her to do my intro. She says no. But she says I'm forgetting about her. It's okay, though. It's okay. Would you like to put your reaction first, ma'am?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. 110 years, bruv. Damn. I don't even know what to say about that, honestly. Cause it's like, if it was my brakes, I don't know. Like
I mean, he did everything he possibly could to try to get away from. Mind you, there was an accident already involved in front.
Oh, so he was going into an accident. So he was
already going into an accident, and he was going downhill. So he veered over to the side, so that way, hopefully, he can go off the road. But that didn't help at all because there was someone pulled over to the side as well. They wound up crashing into them.
Yeah.
And then crashing more into everything else.
Yeah, of course. If you hit something, then the car is gonna move to go another direction.
But it's faulty brakes. Like, why are you charging this man with 110 years for something he had no control over? And they're saying it's like a mass shooting. He's getting the same kind of sentences for a mass shooter, which is a lie because the one man shooter who shot up the church got away with way less time.
Yeah, I think he got like 12 years or some shit like that. Maybe more. I'm not totally
this
sure.
guy who was not planning on killing anybody, he was just working that day. Faulty brakes.
Absolutely.
Is getting 110 years. I signed that petition that they had
did?
up.
Oh, I ain't know that. I ain't know that shit. They should have told me I'd have signed it too, because that's messed up.
I think I could send it to you.
It's too late now. Like, they already moving forward about it, so.
It's still, they still count it.
Yeah, but they already have, his attorney already got allowed to do the appeal, so they're already running towards that. It's just, how do you add that? Like, how do you add, like, what did he do to whoever prosecuted him for them to go that far and not even think about the breaks? Like, not even think about it, because that's what I'm getting. Like, there's no thought about not even him moving to the side, the other person that was at the side. Not to say that that person was at fault, but all of this turned into that. So how can you sit there and say you're not going to look at all the aspects, but just because something happened with him, he did it? Even if he didn't mean to do it, he did it. I understand you have to blame somebody, but there's blame, and then there's this pure ridiculousness, and that's ridiculous. Real talk. Like, I wouldn't want to be a trucker after that. Legitly. Nope. Like, all the routes I would have to take would not have to have no hills, shit, no traffic. That's the only way I'd feel safe if I was a trucker, but I'm not. But that's messed up.
Oh, no truckers to Colorado.
Yeah, I
So
seen
they're
that.
all
Ban in Colorado. Yeah. I seen a video on Facebook that a lady, a Spanish lady, went to like Walmart or something, and the whole Walmart is empty, like empty with the produce section and all that. I'm like, damn. But because that's how serious it is like, I'm pretty sure a lot of them has been in accidents off of their brakes, because they tell you to check them at every stop. Legitly. What's to say his next stop was like 2 minutes away, and this just happened 2 minutes before he was supposed to check it? Oh, is that not a possibility that, you know?
This is where I read it at. No, it wasn't this one. It was another one. It said in the thing that he was found not guilty.
Yeah, and
but
the
then
judge
the judge gave him all the recommendations for like mandatory.
Yeah.
But if he gave him mandatory, he gave him the maximum amount of mandatory sentences.
Of everything, yeah.
Is what it seems like.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's the video I was telling you about. See it? It's empty. Nobody in Colorado at all.
It's a shame that it had to happen to this young man.
No, it's not really a shame.
He spent 2 years so far in jail and just got...
The only reason why I'm saying it's not a shame is because it's going to happen eventually. So it might as well happen now.
But there's been people who have been drunk driving, killed people,
absolutely,
and have 100% gotten away with probation.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't understand. I mean, they don't know.
The recent case that just passed with the Kyle Rittenhouse. He had a gun in his hand shooting at people. Like, shooting at people. So
he actually killed people, didn't he?
Yeah, no, he did. But they said that he was defending himself. But this guy had no control over what he was doing, because the one thing in a car to make it stop going, there's no other way for it to stop. Like, if you ever get in a car and the brakes are faulty and you fuck up anywhere and you're going 60, only thing you could do is hope to slow down.
And he was going downhill at the same time, too.
That's making matters even worse. So there's no slowing down because he can't press the brakes. And he's not going to press the gas, but the downhill motion, and you're a truck, he's going to pick up fast. He's going to pick up fast. And then that car at the side, as he hits that car, he's going to swerve back into the middle or swerve off the end. One out the two. depending on how far the car is inside the shoulders. Like if it's close to the wall, he's gonna hit it and bounce back off into the road. But if it's not as close to the wall, he could hit the end of it and then go off the rail himself.
Oh, see, some people are saying that it's not a criminal act to charge the company for knowingly using bad equipment, not the 23-year-old driver.
Yeah, absolutely. Cause like who would willingly go out doing stuff like that, knowing, well, the people willingly go out knowing stuff like that. So I can't even use that as a valid point. Cause these are the possibilities that you live with doing shit like this. Legitly, it's a possibility that you have to live with. Even driving a regular car, but it's just not as dangerous as a truck.
And they tested him for drugs.
Of course they're gonna test him for drugs. They always do that.
Yeah, and he passed everything. So why
they always do that.
Why are you?
Why is he at fault? Because they have to have somebody to blame.
The
I don't know why.
company is the one to blame then.
Well, the company must be in bed with the government or something, because they're not blaming the company, are they?
The company closed down, as you heard in there.
Oh, it did? They closed down?
In the video we just watched, it said the company is no longer there.
Oh.
A couple of people sued the company.
Oh, so then they probably shell companied and then moved into another location. You know how they work. But yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe. I've never done anything political before, even though it's not really political. It's more law-based, but hey. I got something coming in my next video. This might be 2 weeks behind, but we'll see. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. I'm out. You want to say anything before we leave?
Bye.
Bye.